good evening. This is a last minute video being done. Where are my tissues? Let's see. There's a talk series on the ASU East Campus. It's over there in Mesa, the Putty School of Film. I haven't been there yet. I didn't go to the grand opening. Supposed to go to a talk like I think 2 weeks ago, but it was on a Monday and I was tired. I'm like, there's no way I'm driving all the way to Mesa. Yeah. So saw this one earlier today. I was like, okay, Wednesday's better because if I can get my butt up to go to trivia, I can go to this. As long as yeah. So I decided I will go to this, and it's the guy who I guess did the visual effects in Dune. I don't know if he did any in Dune too, but in Dune. So yeah, I like to go see what he had to say. I think Dune 2 did get some Academy Awards. The Oscars on Sunday. And the special effects, of course. I haven't seen it yet. I was going to that weekend. But I was like, do I have like 2-3 hours to sit still and watch this while I watch it? Because I keep watching Dune 1. I guess part 1. When it comes on. Like, I have not from the beginning, but I end up, if I see it and I turn to that channel, I end up watching the rest of it. So, because like I said, it's long. The first one is long, but it's a beautiful looking movie. It's a beautiful movie. You can't say it is not a beautiful movie. That's what I like about it. I was like noticing, like, I'm almost out of this. That's why I was like, what's going on? Let's put on the cape because powders, and because this obviously shows this much skin, so. See, I got powder already. That's what I'm saying. We're using Ami Collet again because we need to use this up. This is me trying to. I don't need to save it. I need to. I just did my eyebrows with the Mighty Brow Pen, the Benefit, because it's on my March makeup tray of things I'm trying to use that I have, and let's use it before it expires. And yeah, I did like it. Did this fast. I still use the pencil to outline because that helps, and then I go in with the pen. So all the rest of this is pen after I did the outline. So yeah, I still like the pen. It's just I wasn't using it in February because it was Black History Month. So now, yeah, I think I use a lot of women-oriented beauty brand stuff as well. I'm just not going into as much detail as I did in February because like most of my stuff I already use is black, but it was a lot. Okay, that's what I was trying to get right there. Okay, let me put this back upside down. Using Urban Decay All Nighter. I am so close to being empty right there with this one. But I have other setting sprays, but we're using this one today. And this spray is like that, which is why I like it. What was I gonna say? One size has, this video is probably, the camera's probably crooked. I can't tell right now. But one size has the glitter setting spray out right now. And I was like, I'm like, what's? But I was like, if they had a travel size of the glitter setting spray, because we all know that's the best setting spray. But if they had a travel size, I would get the glitter and use the glitter one on special occasion. It's not ridiculous. I would do it before I put certain things on. Like if I was gonna wear my wig that night, I would not. The way they show in advertisements, people's hair has glitter and all. I'm not doing all that. I'm subtle. It's the glitter. I would do like industry night is coming up. I would use it for industry night just to have a little glitter on my face, whatever. I wouldn't be like I'm in a freaking strip club. Again, travel size, I would go get it. Speaking of, let me get my thing real quick. Speaking of Sephora's, the sale is coming up. And there's a Makeup by Mario email. I don't know. He has 25% off on something right now. But the Sephora sale is coming up beginning of April. I'm like, that's fast, but okay. So I'm like, what? I don't need anything. But I was like, what will I get? It's only 15% off for me. So I'm VIB. But I was like, maybe get that skincare from, that's April. That's a ways away. We still got a whole month. But 21 Days of Ulta starts Friday. Now I literally have maybe a few things listed. Is my list right here? Yeah. Things I'm looking at is Lancome mascara, because we know I buy that. So that'll be half off. So for the regular size, not travel size. The Live Tinted Hue Stick, the one I use as a corrector, I'm interested in. And I might get the OEM Check and Lip thingy. I haven't decided. I like that, but I was like, this the shade I wanted. I have that shade. I have 2 blushes that are that shade. I'm like, I don't need to. Okay, let me stop talking. Because I don't know if I need gas or not. So I did remember to open it. And that's all we're doing. Because we're doing a light face. And this is kind of, I want to say it's dewy, but it's radiant. So I'm like, and that's probably too much right there. We're doing the 6-point thing that I keep saying I'm going to do, but never do. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm dipping back on my hand. 4, 5, 6. And that's not enough for 6, so we're going to do that. That's one. Okay. Now we're done. So I have this much. That's still a lot. So I'm wiping that off my hand. And we're going to make whatever's on my face work. Because I like this skin tint by One Beauty. It's just, it can be a lot. So, or dewiness if you don't want to be dewy kind of thing. Because the end of this month, or by the end of April, a lot of my, not a lot of, but a few of my foundations or skin tints expire. And so I'm going to obviously declutter them. And then I'm not going to buy anything for a while unless, I'm going to make a list of things I want to repurchase eventually, but I'm like, let me get through stuff like that. Okay. This might be too damp, I can't tell. And this, the pencil, the Mighty Brow Fine Pencil, it's also waterproof, I believe, as well. Yeah, I just like how good they look. My eyebrows look good. So I'm glad I put that back on, you know, into the rotation. And the person who hooked me on to using a makeup tray for the month, Ariel, I will put her at. She does that. She does it with fragrances as well, but, you know, I use my Target one. The Mix Bar, RX Bar, whatever it's called. If I spray myself down, usually, I might today. But yeah, because sometimes I'm like, if I put that whole pump on my face, it just looks, it makes me, I hesitate to possibly hug anybody, and it looks great, but then I see it, it's too transferable, is my point. Because it's doing the coverage that I want. Just alone right there, without using that whole pump. Okay. And when the girl's birthday is, the end of this month, I don't know if she wants to do anything. Because I took I think I'm running out my Fenty. But I took industry night. That day I took that off. And then I took off. We have a company picnic that same weekend of the first opening of the Phoenix Film Festival. Company picnic is, you know, being around people is a little, I don't say stressful, but I was like, okay, I might need to decompress the next day. So, and then there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to for the festival as well. So I'm like, okay. And then when the girl's birthday is that week, so I'm like, okay. Like, and I have days, you know, how you go from the next year to the next. You have days that if you did not use, you lose them by the end of March. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using days because I had some. And this company, they don't pay you out for your days. So I'm like, okay, we're going to make sure we can use these bad boys. And I have nowhere I'm really planning to go, like, out of town or anything. Places I actually want to go, I wouldn't be able to use these days, but they would be perfect for, so. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend because there's, like I said, when I go to Phoenix Film Festival, I go to industry night, and then I try to go to at least one film, and then I go to some panels. That's my goal. Minimum, that's my goal. Because I haven't renewed my membership as the IFP. I usually get 4 free tickets or whatever for movies to see if you're a member. And so I'm like, I haven't renewed my membership. I still have my card though. I need to do that this year. So since that's the case, and I have to pay out of pocket, which is why I always plan to only see one. Like even when I had the membership or whatever, I still only ended up seeing one. I saw Would You Like to Be My Neighbor? The one on you know his name. It's totally out of my mind right now. Mr. Rogers. I saw that one year. And I'm trying to think what else I saw. Another movie I saw with David Diggs, I can't remember the name of, whatever, as well. It ended up getting a series, I want to say an HBO, it probably was an HBO, probably channel, I don't get, Stars or Showtime or something like that. That was a very good movie. So I've seen very good movies at the Phoenix Film Festival. So, and I just like try to support, because my movie has screened, regardless, my movie has screened in the past, different movies. More than one? Maybe just one. But, yeah. So I do like to support. I'm going to, okay. I wasn't going to use cream contour, but I'm about to. I'm using cream blush, so I'm like, let me just go ahead. So just a little. This is mostly going to be a powder look. That's it. Pattern focused look. It's gonna bother me what the name of that movie was, but it was really good. And yeah, Phoenix Film Festival just has very good. I'm gonna change the side of this. Use the side. Films like indie films, potentially good like breakout films. Oh, The Farewell. I also saw The Farewell at the Phoenix Film Festival, which has Aquafina and there's other people. I don't remember any of the names, but you know the faces. Asian actors. I was listening to a podcast today about the first Rocky. I was like, okay. Because I was doing a job like all day that Basically just making sure two things match, or whatever, words match, or whatever. So it doesn't require much concentration. So I just listen to podcasts whenever I get those type of jobs. But like I said, it doesn't require much concentration at all. And they can take either half the day or the whole day. Today it took the whole day. But I was also tired. I was like, at one point I was like, ah. And so that slowed me down. Like, stay awake. And I didn't even make breakfast. Usually I would stop to make breakfast, and instead I just didn't eat. I had some cookies, and then I ate lunch. Okay. We have a brush for the nose, of course. Juvia's Place, Terracotta, going in with that. And it's kind of like, okay, say if I was coming from work, after work, kind of make it maybe worn down by now, or whatever. All day kind of makeup kind of thing. Plus, it's only gonna be like for a few hours anyway, because I'm working from home today. Again, it's not always the case. It's very subtle. But yeah, I was listening to a podcast on the first Rocky. Just to end, like some of the speakers or the commentators, the host and the guests he had, they just get like, because it's this particular group was men, and they just I don't say men being men, but it was just childish. I'll just say the giggles, the childish. They're like little boys and laughing and everything. It was funny. And I also listened to Mark Hamill on Smartless, and listened to who's framing Roger Rabbit on the Awesomest 80s podcast. I'll put the proper title. I was on there. I should know. The most awesome. The title will be up. So yeah, I don't have to blend any more of that. I can now start setting things. The brush is clean again. I realized I did not blend the edges. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, I did not blend the edges. Yeah, the most awesomest 80s. Like, I know the name of the show. Okay. And let's set bronzer. But yeah, the Phoenix Film Festival, I think it's 11 days. It's always a good time. I think the slogan is find your favorite movie. And there's always, you definitely will find a movie that you really like. And there'll be ones that kind of get a buzz ahead of time, so everybody will buy those tickets and they'll be sold out. Like usually by the first weekend, like certain movies are sold out. And if they're showing again, they're going to be sold out the second screening as well. Because word of mouth and everybody, hears about it kind of thing. So you got to get on it quickly. And then sometimes some of my friends, if they have a pass already, they'll be like, okay, what movie do you want to see? Then they'll get me a ticket to that movie. It's happened a few times. I'm not banking on that. I'm just saying that has happened. Now, let's keep that out because let me blend this out real quick. I was just thinking, I guess we're supposed to be boycotting Amazon from the 7th to the 14th. I guess different weeks are supposed to be banning them. I'm like, I just heard about it. I was like, I know I remember them talking about boycotting certain things. And of course, it's your choice if you want to do that. And like I said, I haven't decided if I'm doing anything or not. Mostly I use Amazon, like the wigs. That I've been getting wigs from Amazon. But there's also other things. What did I just get from there? I got something, I don't remember what it was. It might have been a wig. Sometimes like buying local or only shopping local small. I do that all the time, so that wasn't an issue for me to participate in. Okay, use bronzer for the eyes. Do more of the eyes, but for right now, that's what we're doing. Watching Bar Rescue. I know it's not the closer like I usually do, but I didn't feel like trying to find or mess with the remote to find the closure. And active friend of mine, he was on episode season 2, episode 1, and he just got the Facebook memory of it. And I do remember looking and seeing him in that scene that he shows, because I'm like, I've watched the closer and they keep, after it ends, it starts over again from 1, so I have seen it. The chance to see it. I don't think y'all can see on the floor, but on the floor, I have a bunch of stuff on decluttering. I'm like, one, it either expired or I've had it so long, there's no way it's any good anymore, kind of things. Like I bought a mascara set from Macy's, I would say more than 2 years ago. I'm like, some of those mascaras, I'm like, there's no way they are still good. Should be dried out, so I'm like, why is this stuff all over? I'm like, okay, let's clean that bad boy up. I'm like, what was on my hand? Okay, that's better. Look, I just got this. So I was like, okay, let me get rid of those. And then I had, what started it was I had a Give GXVE lipstick that I had gotten, I want to say from TJ Maxx or Ross or something. And I was just swatching it because I was going to just go to the store and just have lipstick on. And I was like, this is very dry. It was a matte lipstick, but I'm like, no, this is very dry. I'm like, this is probably done. Okay, so this is Eloise. I got from Ipsy. I'll put what month, I don't remember what month. I was like, no, I won't ever, this may or may not work for me, because sometimes they send you a shade that you're like, this is not for me. Like, you fill out the quiz thing in the beginning or whatever, and it's like, you say this is your shade, and then they're supposed to send you products that match with your shade, and sometimes you're like, that does not match with my skin tone. So I think my skin tone is dark, not deep. So kind of think this may not match. But because that terracotta, I'm going to try to use this to go with the terracotta. That's why I'm like, okay, let's see if it does work. Okay. So let's check if it kicks up or not. And like I said, things I don't use from Ipsy, I don't test everything, and I will give it away. Okay, so it's kind of how it looks right there. And there's that much kick up when me, that's why I was like, doing it away from me, not on my clothes. I'm like, does that look ashy? But it's terracotta. It's definitely, I'd say, this terracotta shade. I really like this brush. This is also an Ipsy brush. So yeah, I'm liking it. Versus me taking Juvia's Place Volume 1, I want to say, and mixing the two colors that I was using. Here when neighbor talk. Yeah, okay, this will work for that. So whenever I use that, I can use that. I don't know who Eloise is, but like I said, with Ipsy, you try out beauty brands you've never heard of or that you wanted to, or have you just like whatever they happen to send you. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So that turned out to be good. I get a lot of skincare sometimes from them, and I'm like, I'm not gonna ever use any of this skincare. Or they send me the other stuff that I'm like, that doesn't go with my shade whatsoever. So that's that. Yeah, it's very subtle. That's what I wanted, the subtle look for today. Okay, let's, I don't know what's left on here. I washed my brushes last night, but I did not wash this one, so I don't know. Because if I didn't use the Eloise, I was going to use my Milani, which is also kind of the same shade. But since the Eloise ended up being a good one, I don't have to. And that might be good for travel too, if I actually go somewhere. Some mother's asking me, where would you want to go next year, and what have you? And I'm like, I don't know. So I don't really think that far in advance with traveling. I know I should, especially on the holidays, but I don't. Okay, and let's, I was gonna go matte, but I may not, I was gonna use the matte one, but I'm like, I may not have to. Let's just use the regular all-nighter, not the matte version. Because I didn't do my eyes yet. Usually I do my eyes before I... That's why I realized I didn't do my eyes, because I'm running out of Q-tips as well, so I need to buy Q-tips. Because if I wasn't going out, I was going to go to Target after I took a nap. We are using Minted, the shadow stick. And we're not doing what I did last time. Just kind of going over the eye. Then stiff brush. Okay, that's one. Let's do the other eye. Okay. And then let me take a little Eloise. Oh, so I'm gonna take what's left on the eyeshadow for the bronzer on it. Yeah, I was gonna go on with some Eloise, but you know what? I am good. Okay, let's put that over there. And let's sweep away some of this. Okay, let's take this off. Time is it? Oh, I got plenty of time because I was like, let me leave by 5:30. It starts at 6:30. Rush hour traffic, so it's taking me 40 minutes to get there. I was like, okay, which means I leave at 5:50 because I kind of don't know where I'm going. Plus, I may need gas. So let me leave at 5:30, and it's 4:59, so I have plenty of time. So the mascara we're using is Essence Lash Without Limits. So a lot of my mascara is, I need new mascara. Until that Lancome fits, I had the Wen Beauty one, but I'm planning to return that one. So I was like, I have this for a while, and hopefully it's still good because I haven't opened it, I haven't used it. I bought it actually last March, around last March, so hopefully it's good. And this is $4.99, so. And Essence is supposed to be a good, cheap mascara. Yeah, kind of, just cut out my hand. Luckily, I did not touch my shirt. I don't know if it's Longwear, but it's Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara. So, I'm sorry. So, we shall see how it works. So, you don't always need an expensive. I was watching one of the beauty influencers, and they're like, you don't always need like an expensive things. You don't need that or expensive like mascara or lip balm. She was saying, and this is by a professional makeup artist with celebrities and all that. It's like certain things you don't need to go expensive on. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so Elf. I've had this freaking Elf. Uh, Pencil for a while. It's not forever, it's at least maybe midway last year. Because I finally found, they came out with the lip liners, if you don't remember that. And I got one in plum, but finding the dark brown was a chore. So when I finally found it, I bought it, the $2. So that's why I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get this bad boy. So we're using it now. So yeah, they had another one that was, I think it's called Spill the Tea. It was not this dark brown. I'm like, I can't use that. I don't know what shade this one is. Dark cocoa or cocoa. So yeah, this is definitely dark enough. I know I have a lot of brown liners, but $2, you can't beat that. So let's put that in there. And then we are gonna use, which is this? What is that? Am I using that? Okay, we're not using that first. We're using something else before that. It's like kind of like a lip combo. Fenty Beauty, hot chocolate. They have these with shimmer now. The hot chocolate one was kind of nice, but I'm like, unless it's on sale, I'm like, I really don't. I could use the lip oil with a combination. I'm sure I have something to get that same look. One thing about this one and Blackberry, they smell. They have a smell, but they smell nice. So they have fragrance, I guess you could say. But they smell nice though. So like that just smell like hot chocolate. So there's that. I can stop there. We're gonna try something. So I have it says MAC on here somewhere. And this is in Hodgepodge, which by itself on my lips does not look nice at all. If I use a red liner, red lip liner, plum lip liner, I would say the Hot Slabs Mahogany Matte, that looks red on me. In this, it works. Did I do a video on that? I'm not sure if I did. I'm just putting this in the center. So, okay. Let's put on the earrings and then we are done. And for those who like to see my outfit, I'm literally just wearing the jeans and this t-shirt and a pair of sneakers. I'm not even wearing sandals. I don't feel like lotioning my feet. So it's nothing worth taking a big old photo for. For those of you who live for them. So with that, this is my look to just go listen to a fellow filmmaker, but a bigger, famous, more successful one who's doing a biz every day talk. So I will see y'all later.